Hello everyone, today I have a book with me that's called Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. This is really a story about a woman against the world. She claims to be a scientist, but the world in the 1950s and 60s still did not recognize lots of female scientists. She loves chemistry, she's all into discovering new things, but men and science are just not ready to admit that the woman is smarter than them and that the woman is capable of many things. So they try to, let's say, misuse her, use her findings, put her down in the lower positions, pay her less, and think that once she finds a love, that she is with that man because of his status, money, or whatever. She's still defiant, and she still disobeys the world. She's still claiming she's a scientist, and she knows what she's talking about. She's serious, almost never joke. And she works in California in some lab that's called Hastings Research Institute. And there she finds out about a chemist that has, let's say, privileged status. He has a huge lab, and he is a very famous chemist in science. He is nominated for some prizes, and he also won some prizes in the past. And she really finds attracted with him because he saw what she really is. He saw a scientist in her. So in the first days, all that they were talking about is about chemistry. So he was really drawn into her. She's really smart. She's beautiful. He's not beautiful and attractive, but he is also smart and he understands chemistry. And then slowly they fell in love and developed a relationship. And once he wanted to marry her, she refused because she wanted to be Elizabeth Zott, not changing her name for anyone. And in that time, woman marrying his husband would be taking his name and last name. For example, if your supposed to be husband is John Smith, you would be Mrs. John Smith. Like you would completely lose your identity, both your name and surname. So she didn't want it. When he also suggested that she keeps her last name, she still refused. But anyway, they remained in a relationship, and some terrible things happened to both of them. So after losing his boyfriend, Calvin, that famous scientist, she finds out she's carrying his child, and after years and years of fighting on her own, she's been offered to work on the TV show and cook for the audience. That is going to be called Supper at 6, and she is supposed to be entertain people, but she refuses to do so. Even the producer specifically asked of her to be wearing sexy short dresses, to be smiling, to be flirting, to advertise other canned products. She refuses all of it. And she insists that she is a scientist. She's cooking in chemistry terms like sodium chloride and things like that. So, and the shows becomes very popular. Women are being recognized. Women are being appreciated. Women are being considered smart for the first time, and all the women and others are started watching that show. And she lasted for 2 years being in that show, but she was never happy. She always wanted to be in the science, and ultimately she will resign that show. Anyways, this is really amazing book. This is a compulsive page turner. You will not be able to stop it, and I really can't recommend this book enough. The author's style of writing, it's amazing. I mean, it's so readable, it's so smart written, I don't know, I can't describe it good enough for you, but this is also woman in power book, and so refreshing story to all of us women to realize what we are capable of, whether we are small housewives, let's say small wives, or we are big sharks in big industry. It's not important. It's really like something to show both men and women what are women actually capable of, and how they are being mistreated and not taken seriously in the past. So I do have 2 little girls that I will be recommend this book for, but I recommend to all of you to take your copy and see why this book is chosen a book of the year from so many big book authorities like Barnes& Noble, New York Times, US best-selling authors list, and etc. etc. Oprah's. I can't even name it. This is really a must-have book. So this is all from me today. I hope to see you all in the next video for the next great book.